Hi, this is Tom Callos. I'm outdoors because the weather's nice here today in California. I'm going to talk to you about fire safety. Let's talk out some ideas about the program, and let me tell you what I've made available to you at mylifeismydojo.com and tomcallos.com. I was in the gym this morning and I heard about this death of 3 young children and their grandparents in Stamford, Connecticut. Tragedy on Christmas Day, and it isn't the first time. I have a Google alert on house fires, and so I often hear about fires that are take the lives of innocent people and that might have been preventable. You know, there's some things you just don't have any power over them, but sometimes there are things you can do to help to prevent or prepare people for those kind of emergencies, and that sits in the realm of self-defense, because I believe self-defense teachers are not the people who incarcerate. They're not the ones that carry the weapons. Our job is prevention. We go in before, knowing that these things could happen, and educate. Because, for example, one of the tools that I've loaded on tomcallos.com is a game called the Escape Route Safety Card Game, and it's just a way for you to do a cheap printout of some arrows and a race card and teach young people by giving little races from their bedroom to a safe place outside of the house. This program's already saved the lives of 2 children. Peter Johnson of San Francisco gave this class a number of times in his community, and sure enough, sometime after he taught it, a mom had called him and said, you know, we had a fire in the house and the kids followed out the escape route, and I attribute their quick exit of the house to this game, which you taught us. And so that's the tool that I've loaded there. But what I really suggest you do as a martial arts teacher is that you communicate first with your local fire department and make sure that you're up on all the resources they provide and all the experience that they bring to the table, and utilize any of the resources they make available. I suggest you make fire safety a part of your curriculum, in that every young person and every young person in their sphere of influence, brothers and sisters, classmates, and so on, friends, they have a place to go to get a basic fire safety class. And to make it a part of your curriculum means that for a certain age group, you make that curriculum, whether it takes 5 minutes to go through that presentation or it's a 10-minute video or whatever, you make that a mandatory part of their testing requirements. So if they're going to go to orange belt or gold or green or whatever, they must watch this. I mean, that's the least you can do to make sure that they are armed with tools that might save their lives. Developing a checklist of things to go, so that I could send a 9-year-old into my house, for example, and he could walk around and check off, you know, do I have all the safety precautions? Do I have a ladder at the second story windows? Do I have, are my fire alarms working? Are the batteries charged? You know, do I have a fire extinguisher? Do I have an escape route? You know, I mean, it would be very easy to put together a checklist, and you could empower young people in your school or people of any age to go into the community and do this work for themselves, their friends, and so on. And a lot of them haven't. And so that could be a tool there. So you make it a part of your curriculum. Of course, you've communed with the fire department. And then I suggest that at red belt maybe, or some other belt, you create a 7 to 10 minute presentation with using flashcards or vinyl banners, you know, that stand on racks, or PowerPoint if you want, and that you make giving these presentations a part of every advanced student's curriculum. And they have to give at least one presentation to, say, 10 kids. And maybe your goal becomes to reach 1,000 kids a year, or maybe you decide, if you're ambitious, to reach every child at risk in your community. It would take a while. It might take you 1,000 days, 1,000 steps, but all you have to do is save one life. Maybe prevent a tragedy like happened on Christmas Day. I mean, I can't imagine the pain of that mother having lost both her parents and her children. I mean, it's incomprehensible, and there's not much we can do about it, but we can sure as heck get out in our communities under the banner of self-defense training and do this easy project of getting kids to learn some of the basic tools. You never know what sticks with them, and you as a martial arts teacher might come in and have more impact than your average person, because you just come in with a certain pizzazz. If you need help implementing a program in your community, if you need help figuring out how to put it into your curriculum or how to give a presentation, I'm donating my time to anybody and everybody who needs it in honor of this terrible tragedy that this mother has endured and the loss of those children. And so you can call on me at My home phone is 530-903-0286. You're free to use the materials that I post at tomcallos.com and mylifeismydojo.com. You can make them your own. You can, adjust them. You can add to them if you'd like. I'd like to ask you to do two things. One is we never charge for this class. It's just got to be given for free. We don't put a price tag on saving children's lives. And second is I ask that you don't use it as a promotion for your school. Don't be a blatant promoter. Just do it because it's the right thing to do, and don't offer discounts on lessons or any of that. Of course it's your school. Of course you're doing it, but let's do this and do it in good taste. Yes, I have a third one too, and that is that please attribute the information back to tomcallos.com so that if we get the attention of some corporate entity or some national news people, that we can maybe have the chance to launch something much, much grander and bigger and get it out in a very big way. It's important to you to protect your community, and I'm working on behalf of the international martial arts community. I'd like to see this program or something like it implemented in every school, in every nation on the planet. So, thank you very much for letting me bend your ear. If you need help, call me. The phone number's here on the screen. And thank you for participating, or at least considering participation in this noteworthy project. Thank you.